Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keith. This is All Things Tenerife and more. Okay, I'm going to spin you around. I'm in Dublin, still in Dublin. Okay, we'll try this once more. I always believe in leaving the mistakes into these things. Okay, welcome to the channel. My name is Keith. This is All Things Tenerife and more. I'm going to spin you around. Yeah, I was pressing the wrong button. So, people often ask me, are my vlogs planned? Not always, and this is definitely one that isn't. I actually needed to use the loo. Jumped in here to the Radisson Blue up in Dublin. We're just at the back of, God, brain's gone blank there again. We are just off Grafton Street, about 5 minutes walk from Grafton Street, just beside, again, my brain has gone completely blank. Yeah, 5 minute walk from Grafton Street is where we are. Georgia Street, there you go. Pennies just dropped. We're just beside Georgia Street. So, as you can see, Radisson Blue. Nice hotel. Nice chain hotels. There's another beautiful one out in St. Helens, out in Stillorgan. Which, if you're looking for something a little bit special, definitely worth looking at. But that one, fantastic hotel, central, smack bang in the middle of the city, nice area, pretty quiet, not too bad. So, yeah, people ask, do I plan my vlogs? As you can tell by the beginning of this one, no, I don't really. Do I have scripts for my vlogs? No, I don't. So again, from the beginning of this one, you can guess that. So, this one I've been meaning to do for ages though, and it's not a plan, not that I'm saying it's not planned, but I have wanted to do this for a long time. Right, I just want to thank people. Hey, thank you vlog, because in the last 28 days my channel's kind of taken off to a great extent. I've started doing an awful lot of vlogs around Dublin in the last couple of weeks, which have done really well, and most people will know me from Tenerife because obviously, as the name says, All Things Tenerife. But had I stuck with All Things Tenerife, which was the original name of my channel, I'd have been kind of tight. Although I do spend a lot of time in Tenerife. I plan to retire there in the next couple of years. Dublin is my home, and I thought, well, I travel outside of Tenerife, so let's try and do a little bit more. So hence the Tenerife and more. So first off, thank you, because I was looking at statistics just before I came out. My numbers in the last 28 days, I've had over 55,000 views on my channel, over 3,500 watch hours on my channel, and I have gained over 305 new subscribers, which for a small, I suppose, young channel like my own, that's fantastic. It just makes me so happy, it really does. So yeah, big thank you and a welcome to everybody who's clicked on the last couple of months and the last 28 days or so. As I said, over 300 people. Now, Dublin, as I said, I've been done quite a few in Dublin in the last couple of weeks. More initially as fillers for my main channel, sorry, the main body of my channel, which being is Tenerife. But to the people who are new, who don't know what to do, and I'm answering a question somebody asked on a recent vlog I did in Dublin, and I quote, WTF, question mark, this guy. Who the is this guy? Well, this is me. I'm a vlogger from Dublin who, let's see if we go down this way. I'm a vlogger from Dublin who spends a lot of time in Tenerife. And generally I do sort of food reviews. So my normal format, which I'm back to, please God, next week. I'm back in Tenerife next Friday. I fly out late Friday night for a few days, which I will be vlogging solid for the few days that I'm over there. Normal format is I go to dinner with my partner. I will film what I eat. I'm not the type of vlogger. Books hotel, great little hotel. You know, you can actually hire, they have a cinema in there, and you can actually hire the cinema for birthdays or anniversaries, whatever you want to do, and they put movie of choice on in the cinema. Tiny little one, I think it only holds about 10 or 12 people. So yeah, format. Go out to eat the night before and I will film what I eat. Fate Street Social. Cracking restaurant. Food is really good in it. Owned by Dylan McGrath, Irish celebrity chef, if you believe in that sort of thing. Anyway, back to format. I always wonder. Yeah, so film food. I'm not one of those people that I don't want to see you eat, and I don't want you to see me eat. I don't think there's any need or necessity for that. So yeah, I don't. I just film food, restaurant, and give some sort of opinion on the service. Generally speaking, I sort of do research. Well, I won't say I do the research. My other half does the research on the restaurants that we're going to eat in. But generally speaking, where we eat is normally a good spot because herself has done all the work. So I, generally speaking, don't do bad reviews. And I don't like doing bad reviews, to be honest with you. So I do my research, go find somewhere that I actually like or think I will like, and then I go and eat there. And that's pretty much what I do. And then you get these sort of vlogs where I'm just wandering around the city, and most of the time I have fair knowledge of where I am. I like to throw a little bit of history in, or whatever sort of personal experiences of an area or a place. So that's kind of the way things follow. I do also touch on mental health issues from time to time because I have a condition, a mental health condition myself. So borderline personality disorder is what I manage. It's Jamie Oliver's place. Never eaten in it. Let's go and have a look, see what the menu's like. I don't know whether he's ever been here, apart from maybe on the opening of it. Let's see what we're looking at. What do you think? 20 quid for a burger. It's not massively expensive. It's no different than any other place in the city. Let's give it a go. Anyway, yeah, so that's kind of, that's, as I said, that's the way the format's how I follow. That's my format. Well, it's not really a format. It's very loose. Various people have styles. I don't particularly have a style. A style at the moment. I turn my camera on and I go for a walk. Green Hen, that's actually a really good restaurant. Have eaten there before. And definitely worth a look. And yes, I am actually wandering down the middle of the road. This is Dublin. And I suppose I'm kind of used to it at this stage. So time wise, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning and the sun is out, which is fantastic. It's not always out. Murphy's, if you want to try Irish ice cream, Murphy's is the place. I have had it in Dingle, but yeah, it's just nice. It's made with obviously Irish milk. Now we're up at the back end of Grafton Street at the moment, which I love. And the reason I'm up this end, someone asked me about vegetarian restaurants, and there's a particularly good vegetarian restaurant up around here, and I'm trying to remember where it is. My brain has often happens. Gone a little bit blank on this, and I'm trying to. Cornucopia is the name of the restaurant, and I got duped into going into it one time because I'm a bit of a carnivore. I, generally speaking, don't eat. I think it's actually gone because I could have sworn. There it is. I walked by it. Told you I'm not a. It's amazing the restaurants I remember. The vegetarian one not being high up there, but in saying that, if you are looking for a good vegetarian restaurant, this is something else. Cornucopia is definitely the place to go. So Grafton Street is behind me. And there it is. I walked straight past it. Doesn't necessarily look like a huge amount from the outside, but trust me, if you want, this is new, I have to say. Wasn't this high tech the last time I was here? But
you want to come in and meet
it really is an absolutely beautiful vegetarian and vegan restaurant. So there you go. If you want to don't remember who asked me, but here we go. They're asked for prices. Okay, have a little look at that. You tell me it's expensive. I don't know. Main course with 2 salads, $18.95. Wraps, 10. Okay, I think it looks okay. It doesn't look too expensive. So there you go, cornucopia. Absolute must if you're looking for a restaurant, a vegetarian / vegan restaurant. It's definitely the place to go. A little trip down memory lane. For those of you of my vintage from Dublin, you'll remember this place. Freebird's record sales, still here. It's not open at the moment, but it is still there. You buy your old vinyls. And for those of you of a younger generation who haven't a clue what a vinyl record is, you missed out. What can I say? You missed out. You missed out on a lot of things actually. I was only having this conversation with my daughter the other day. We were talking about, I suppose, when I was younger, I don't know, I was coming into town when I was 10 or 12 years of age on my own. I used to go to a place called Barney's, which was an arcade. Well, it was an arcade that had slot machines and things in it. And you played Space Invaders and slot machines and what have you. And yeah, I would have done that from when I was 12, because I went to school in town. So I was kind of used to jumping on a bus. And my parents wouldn't have known, or wouldn't have, not sure whether they wouldn't have cared, but they certainly wouldn't have known where I was. So I just went and did what I was doing. And then came home when I needed to be fed, and that was about the size of it. Whereas my granddaughter doesn't quite have that freedom. She's been tracked. She's on a tracker, and she knows she wears the tracker and carries the tracker quite happily. So my daughter knows exactly where she is, and I think that's the saddest thing. I'm not saying that children should be running wild or that you shouldn't know where they are. Obviously you should, but yeah, I just think it's kind of, to me, it's kind of like childhood's lost. Because one of the things I loved about my childhood was the fact that I didn't have a curfew, so to speak, and I didn't have, it just was me and my friends, and off we went. Did what we wanted to do. And that's just beautiful. Love this part of the city. Yeah, you just did what you wanted to do and off you went. That was pretty much it. Okay, 2 cool little spots. I think I've shown you these before. The Bailey and Davy Burns. Davy Burns always reminds me of Christmas. I've met my cousin there on one occasion, and ever since then it's kind of stuck with me as, I don't know, it's not like it's a Christmas destination or anything like that. I met her once, but for some reason Davy Burns always reminds me of Christmas. Again, I haven't done this into the city in ages. Oh, I have actually. I think I'm losing my mind, I really am. Slowly but surely. Okay, I'm going to finish up around the corner here. And bring you up towards the smallest pub in Dublin, which is just up this street. Just watch till the end, because it is. No, I don't think I'll be able to go in, because I doubt it's going to be open at this hour of the morning. But sure, we'll have a look and see. Holds about 6 people, and that's actually true. It holds about 6 people. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, childhood's been missing or been lost because of the way things are in society nowadays. But yeah, I love the fact that that's what I could do. Just I'm gonna lose. You could just jump on a bus, head into town, do whatever you were doing, and come back home again. That was it. And there was no third degree of where you were, what you're doing, or whatever. I think the fact they were happy to get rid of you for the day. Whereas nowadays, maybe it's better. Maybe it's better. I don't know what you think, but I don't. I'd prefer my childhood to the childhood of, I suppose, my children or my grandchildren, as the case may be, because they're the ones that are living in this time. Now, some beautiful restaurants up here. We have Cafe on Seine, which is rather upmarket. Next door you have Milano's, which looks like it's no longer there. Well, it was. It's a chain. Milano's is a chain of Italian restaurants. There's plenty of them in the city. If you're interested in good, decent Italian pizza, it's not a bad place to go. And then 37 Dawson Street, bar, restaurant, late bar. No, one I haven't actually been in. And then you have Fire, which is a beautiful restaurant, and you have the Mansion House, which is where the Lord Mayor of Dublin resides. Fire is a fabulous restaurant. It's a nice little end of town. And like I said, we will finish up here. Ooh, Peruke and Periwig. Right, if you want a quirky little place to eat and to drink, this is one to go for. Okay, it's owned by the same people who own the Vintage Cocktail Club in Temple Bar. Okay, and the style is quite similar. This used to be a wig shop for the legal system, but up the stairs there's a restaurant, and it's kind of set out like a 1920s sort of speakeasy vibe, but very similar to the Vintage Cocktail Club, as I said, and owned by the same people who own the Vintage Cocktail Club. And yeah, I said, if you want something a little bit quirky, definitely the place to go. Nice little vibe to it. Kind of dark, bit dark, but I like it. Nice little place. And yeah, as I thought, not open, but as I say, probably the smallest bar in the world. The Dawson Lounge only holds about half a dozen people. So that's it. We're up at Stephen's Green now, beside the Woolen Mills. I'll spin you around and I'll say goodbye. Okay, there you go. A little wander through the back streets of Dublin. So if you like what you see, keep on watching. Hit the like, subscribe, bell for notifications, share with people if you think they're going to be interested in it. And again, as I said, thank you to all the new people that are here. As I said, over 300 subscribers in the last 28 days, which is, I'm so happy with it. So thank you, and talk to you soon. Take care.